Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you work, it feels like you're always behind? Your bills go up, groceries cost more, rent keeps rising, but your salary? It stays the same. Let me tell you a quick story. John is a 30-year-old graphic designer in New York. He's been working full-time for the past 10 years. He's careful with spending and even saves a bit each month. Yet, every year, he feels poorer. Why? Because what he's fighting isn't just bills. He's fighting a hidden system. Today, we're diving into that system. We're uncovering how money really works, why inflation is eating away your wealth, and how debt and banks are part of a game that you're not meant to win. Most people think money is valuable because they can use it to buy things. But in reality, money itself has no intrinsic value. It's just a symbol paper or digital numbers. Let me ask you this. If tomorrow everyone stopped accepting dollars, how much would your cash be worth? Money works only because we all agree it has value. That agreement is fragile, and it's being manipulated every day. Here's where it gets dangerous. Governments can print more money whenever they want. This is called monetary expansion, and it silently devalues every dollar in your pocket. It's like playing a board game where the rules change midway, but only a few players are told. The rest keep playing, thinking they're making progress. In 1971, a Big Mac cost 55 cents. Today, it costs over $5. Did the Big Mac change? Or did your dollar shrink? This is what economists call the money illusion. The false belief that if your income increases, you're better off, even if everything around you gets more expensive. In reality, you may be working harder than ever, but still falling behind. Why? Because your gains are being eaten alive by inflation. A 3% raise sounds great, until you realize inflation was 6% that year. You just lost purchasing power without even noticing. The illusion is strong. People feel richer in numbers, but poorer in reality. It's a trick that keeps the majority feeling like they're progressing, when in fact, they're running in place. And guess who benefits from this illusion? Governments, central banks, and those who understand how the system works. Inflation is often framed as a small, manageable number 2% here, 3% there. But over time, those small numbers compound into big losses. Think about it this way. At just 3% inflation, your money loses half its value in about 24 years. That means your life savings could be worth half by the time you retire. Remember John from the intro? 10 years ago, he could rent a decent apartment in Brooklyn for $1,200. Now, it's over $2,400. Same job, same skills, same paycheck. That's inflation. It is not just prices rising, it's the value of your money shrinking. While your dollar loses power, assets like real estate, stocks, and even art gain value. That's no coincidence. $10,000 saved in cash in 2000 would need to be about $17,000 today just to maintain the same purchasing power. Did your savings grow that much? Inflation doesn't affect everyone equally. It rewards debt holders and asset owners. It punishes savers and wage earners. That's why the wealthy love inflation. They hold appreciating assets. The middle class holds cash and debt. Inflation is a hidden tax. It reduces the real value of your money without ever showing up on a tax bill. Governments benefit because their debts shrink in real terms. Businesses benefit because they raise prices faster than they raise wages. And who pays the price? People on fixed incomes, hourly workers, retirees, you. It's time we stop seeing inflation as some abstract economic force. It's engineered. It's strategic, and it's not accidental. Let me tell you about Emma. She's 28, went to college, got a decent job, and earns $60,000 a year. But she has $35,000 in student debt, $10,000 in credit card debt, and a $20,000 car loan. Every month, half her income goes to paying off things she bought years ago. She's working today to pay for her past. The average American carries over $90,000 in total debt, and that's not including mortgages. Debt is sold as opportunity. Get what you want now and pay later. But in truth, it's a trap designed to keep you working endlessly. It's a system that turns your future income into someone else's current profit. Person A invests $500 per month. Person B uses the same amount to repay debt. After 10 years, investor A has over $80,000. Debtor B, just freedom from payments, no growth. Banks don't want you to escape debt. Your interest payments are their income. Ever wonder why banks aggressively push credit cards and personal loans, but rarely teach you how to invest? Because the system isn't designed to make you wealthy. It's designed to keep you compliant. Student loans, credit cards, buy now, pay later. It's all part of the same formula. Get you hooked early and keep you paying forever. To escape this modern slavery, you need to reverse the game. Spend less than you earn, avoid bad debt, and build assets that generate passive income. It won't be easy, but the first step is awareness. The next step is action. The system isn't broken, it's working exactly as intended. Just not for you. The rich don't fear debt. They use it as leverage borrowing at 3% to earn 10%. A millionaire borrows $1 million at 3% interest to buy rental property. Rent covers the loan and builds wealth on top. Meanwhile, the average person borrows at 20% for cars, phones, or holidays that lose value immediately. The ultra-rich also use tax loopholes and compound interest to multiply their wealth silently. They structure their businesses to pay less tax. They reinvest earnings into appreciating assets. They understand a basic truth. Money makes money. And the earlier you start, the faster it grows. While you trade time for money, they trade money for more money. That is not a level playing field. This is why the wealthy get richer in downturns. They use crises to buy undervalued assets. The middle class panics and sells. They view recessions as sales. You view them as emergencies. But here's the good news. Once you understand the rules, you can start playing the game differently. Now you know the game. Inflation shrinks your money, debt traps your time, and the rich use the system to grow richer. But you're not powerless. You can play smarter. Start by investing in yourself. Learn how money works. Avoid bad debt. Build assets. Build an emergency fund. Learn about investing. Don't just work for money. Make your money work for you. Question the narratives you've been taught. That debt is normal, that saving is enough, that hard work always pays off. Sometimes, it's not about working harder. It's about understanding the game. And most importantly, share this knowledge. Because the more people understand it, the harder it is for the system to keep us blind. If this opened your eyes, like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what's one financial trap you wish you'd known earlier? Let's talk.